You've been lied to, not maliciously, not intentionally, but you've been sold a version of reality that is keeping you stuck, exhausted, and wondering why, despite all your hard work, you're still spinning your wheels. You've been told that to get what you want in life, the career, the relationship, the inner peace, you have to hustle harder. You have to grind, to force, to control every variable. You've been told to wake up at 5 a.m., write down your goals 100 times, and visualize your dream car with such intensity that you can smell the leather. And if it doesn't work, well, you just didn't want it badly enough. You didn't try hard enough. I'm here to tell you that's not just wrong, it's the very reason you're not getting what you desire. The greatest misconception of our time is that you have to do more to have more. We've taken the Industrial Revolution mindset of effort, force, and assembly lines and tried to apply it to the very fabric of reality. And the universe is just not a factory. This constant striving, this white-knuckled grip on the steering wheel of your life is creating an energetic signature of stress, of lack, of not having it yet. And you're broadcasting that signal out into the world 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the universe, in its infinite and impartial wisdom, simply responds to that signal by giving you more experiences that match it. More struggle, more lack, more reasons to feel stressed. It's not punishing you, it's just matching your frequency. So, what's the alternative? The truth is so profoundly simple that your logical, conditioned mind will almost certainly reject it at first. It will sound too easy, too good to be true. And the truth is this: you don't attract what you want. You attract who you are. Let's talk about the quantum field. And please, don't let that term scare you. Forget complex physics and equations. I want you to imagine it in the simplest way possible. Imagine the quantum field is an infinite, intelligent, and responsive mirror. It's not somewhere out there in space, it's everywhere. It's the space between your atoms. It's the potential from which all matter, all experience is born. Everything you see around you, this chair, this screen, your own body, was at one point just pure potential, just an energetic wave of possibility within this field. This field doesn't operate on the rules of cause and effect that we're used to in our physical world. In our world, you have to hit the ball for it to move. You have to work the hours to get the paycheck. That's the Newtonian classical physics model of reality. But the quantum field, the source of reality, operates differently. It responds not to your actions, but to your being. It responds to your energy, your vibration, your dominant emotional state. In essence, you don't cause an effect by doing something. You become the cause, and the effect appears in your life as a reflection. Think of it like a radio. The radio doesn't have to create the music. The music, every possible genre, every song ever recorded, is already being broadcast through the airwaves as frequencies. The radio's only job is to turn its dial and tune itself to the frequency of the station it wants to hear. It has to become a vibrational match for the music. You are the radio. Your emotional state is the tuner. And the quantum field is broadcasting every possible reality you can imagine, all at once. There's a frequency for abundance, for love, for genius ideas, for perfect health. And there's a frequency for debt, for loneliness, for creative blocks, and for sickness. For years, you've been trying to force the R&B station to play country music by yelling at the radio. You've been trying to get a reality of joy and ease while your entire being is tuned to the frequency of stress and anxiety. It can't work. The laws of the universe are immaculate. It's not your thoughts alone that do this. You can think, I am wealthy 1,000,000 times. But if you feel poor, if you feel the knot of anxiety in your stomach when you look at your bank account, that feeling is your true signal. That feeling is the frequency you are broadcasting. The universe doesn't hear your words, it feels your music. So the core concept, the great secret, is to stop trying to change your circumstances to change your feelings, and instead to change your feelings to change your circumstances. You have to learn how to generate the feeling of your desired future within you before it has happened. You have to become it. energetically, first. And then, the mirror of the quantum field has no choice but to reflect that new reality back to you. So, how does this actually look in a real life? The kind you and I live every day with bills to pay and relationships to navigate. This is where the idea moves from a cool concept to a life-altering practice. Let's look at two scenarios that I know will resonate. Let's talk about Sarah. Sarah is 35. She's incredibly smart, talented, and she desperately wants a leadership position at her company. She's been working for it for years. The old way, the hustle model, is what she's been doing. She's the first one in the office, the last one to leave. She takes on extra projects, checks her email at 10 p.m., and sacrifices her weekends. She visualizes the job title on her business card. But what is her state of being? She's exhausted. She's stressed. She's operating from a deep-seated belief that she's not good enough yet, that she has to prove her worth through sheer volume of work. When she walks into meetings, she carries an energy of striving, of needing validation. She's tuned to the frequency of, I'm not a leader yet. So what does the quantum mirror reflect back to her? More opportunities to prove herself, more work to do, and she sees others who seem less qualified but more relaxed get the promotions she wants. The universe is just matching her energy of, I have to work incredibly hard just to be considered. Now, let's imagine Sarah learns about this principle. She decides to try the new way. Instead of focusing on doing more, she focuses on being different. She asks herself, what is the emotional state of the leader I want to be? That leader is probably calm, confident, decisive, and trusts her team. So, Sarah starts cultivating that feeling now. Before a big meeting, instead of cramming last-minute stats out of fear, she takes 10 minutes to meditate, to feel centered and composed. She starts making decisions from a place of quiet confidence, not frantic anxiety. She starts speaking less in meetings, but when she does, it's with clarity and authority. She starts trusting her colleagues more, delegating effectively, embodying the energy of a leader. She isn't working harder. In fact, she might be working less. But her energetic signature has completely changed. She is now broadcasting the frequency of, I am a leader. And what happens? Suddenly, senior management sees her in a new light. A project that requires a calm, steady hand lands on her desk. She's no longer the frantic worker. She's the obvious choice. The promotion becomes an inevitable external reflection of her internal reality. She didn't chase it, she became it, and it came to her. Now let's take Mark. Mark is in his early 40s, and he wants a loving, committed relationship. For years, he's been on the dating apps, going on date after date, feeling more and more discouraged. His entire focus is on the lack of a partner. His internal monologue is, why am I alone? What's wrong with me? When he goes on a date, he's subconsciously projecting an energy of neediness. He's trying to impress, to be funny, to be liked, hoping this person will fill the void he feels inside. He is tuned to the frequency of, I am lonely and incomplete. And so, the quantum field reflects back to him partners who are unavailable, who aren't looking for commitment, or dates that just fizzle out, reinforcing his belief that he's destined to be alone. Then, Mark decides to shift his approach. He stops focusing on finding the one and starts focusing on being the one. He asks, if I were already in a healthy, loving relationship, how would I feel? How would I treat myself? He'd probably feel whole, happy, and secure. So he starts cultivating that now. He deletes the apps for a while. He rediscovers his own hobbies. He starts treating himself with the love and respect he hopes to get from a partner. He takes himself on dates, to museums, to nice dinners. He invests in his friendships. He fills his own cup. His state of being shifts from, I need someone to complete me, to I am whole and my life is full of love. He starts radiating an energy of self-sufficiency, joy, and inner peace. And here's the paradox that your logical mind will fight tooth and nail. The moment Mark no longer needs a relationship to feel happy is the exact moment he becomes an energetic magnet for a healthy, happy partner. By embodying the feeling of wholeness, He detaches from the outcome. This detachment is not indifference. It's a profound trust. He's no longer trying to get something from the outside world because he's already generated the feeling on the inside. And it's at a local coffee shop one Saturday morning, when he's completely absorbed and happy reading a book, that he strikes up a natural, easy conversation with someone who is also whole, happy, and radiating the same energy. They don't meet out of neediness, but out of wholeness. Do you see the pattern? The work is not out there. It's in here. It's about changing your state of being. And if this is starting to make sense, if you're feeling a little spark of recognition in your soul, then do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Because understanding this is the first step, but the next part is understanding the powerful psychological forces inside you that make this simple truth so incredibly difficult to apply. So you get it. You understand that your state of being is the cause, and your life is the effect. It's simple. So why is it so hard? Why do we wake up with the best intentions and, by 9 a.m., find ourselves right back in that familiar state of stress, worry, and impatience? The answer lies in two places: the trap of the analytical mind and the immense, unseen power of your subconscious programming. First, let's talk about what I call the control trap. Your conscious, analytical mind, often called the ego, has one primary job: to keep you safe based on the past. It's a survival mechanism. It works by analyzing the world, breaking it down into parts, and figuring out cause and effect so it can predict and control future outcomes. This is what helps you drive a car or file your taxes. It's an incredibly useful tool for navigating the three-dimensional material world. But it is the absolute wrong tool for creating from the quantum field. Creating from the field requires surrender, trust, and feeling things that haven't happened yet. This is completely backward to the analytical mind. It screams, "This is illogical. You can't feel abundant until the money is in the bank. You can't feel loved until the partner is here. Show me the evidence." Your ego wants a step-by-step plan, a guaranteed outcome. It wants to know the how. But in the quantum model, the how is the universe's job. Your only job is to stay in the state of the what. The moment you start obsessing over how it will happen, you drop out of that state of trust and faith and fall right back into the energy of control and doubt, which short-circuits the whole process. But the even bigger reason this is so difficult is the subconscious mind. Neurologically, your conscious mind is only about 5% of your total brain activity. The other 95%, that's the subconscious. It's the operating system running in the background. It's a collection of every belief, every experience, every emotion you've ever had, especially from your first 7 years of life. It's your programming. If you grew up hearing things like money doesn't grow on trees, or you have to work hard for everything you get, or if you experienced a painful breakup that taught you love is dangerous, those ideas aren't just thoughts. They are deeply embedded programs. These programs dictate your automatic feelings and perceptions. They are your default state of being. So you can spend 10 minutes in the morning trying to consciously feel abundant, but for the other 23 hours and 50 minutes, your subconscious program of scarcity is real and you need to worry is running the show. You're playing a beautiful, new, positive song on a tiny little speaker, while a massive subconscious sound system is blasting a song of fear and lack on a loop. Which one do you think the quantum field is going to pick up on? It will always, always, always respond to the dominant vibration. This is why people get frustrated. They say, "I'm trying so hard to be positive." But what they're doing is fighting a lifetime of programming with a few positive thoughts. It's like trying to steer a cruise ship with a canoe paddle. So the real work, the true path to transformation, is in reprogramming that 95%. It's about making your new, desired state feel more familiar to your body than your old default state. And you do this through consistent practice. So how do we do it? I want to give you 3 concrete, practical things you can start doing today. First is what I call the gratitude shift. But not just making a list of things you're thankful for. I mean, finding a quiet moment, thinking of one thing in your life you genuinely appreciate. It could be the coffee you're drinking, a friend, the sun on your face, and allowing yourself to feel the elevated emotion of gratitude so fully that your body chemistry actually changes. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. It tells the quantum field, I already have everything I need. I already feel whole. When you are in a state of gratitude, you cannot be in a state of lack. It's an energetic impossibility. Do this for 5 minutes a day, and you begin to change your energetic baseline. Second is mental rehearsal. This is more than just visualization. It's about feeling. Close your eyes and don't just see your goal. Feel what it would feel like to have it. If you want that new career, don't just see the office. Feel the confidence as you walk down the hall. Feel the satisfaction of completing a project successfully. Feel the camaraderie with your team. Your body doesn't know the difference between an actual experience and one you are intensely imagining. When you generate these feelings, you are producing the same neurochemistry as if the event has already happened. You are giving your body a taste of the future. Do this consistently, and your body will start to accept this new feeling state as normal. You are literally reconditioning your subconscious mind to a new emotional home. Third, and this is crucial, is pattern interruption. Throughout your day, you need to become aware of when you slip back into the old programming. The moment you feel that familiar anxiety, that wave of doubt, that pang of loneliness, don't judge it, but don't let it run on autopilot. Stop. Take one deep breath and ask yourself this powerful question. Who do I want to be in this moment? Then, consciously choose to generate the feeling of your future self. It might only last for 10 seconds, but in that moment, you are taking your power back. You are telling your old programming that it is no longer in charge. You are firing and wiring new neural pathways. Every time you do this, you weaken the old connection and strengthen the new one. This isn't a one-and-done deal. It's a practice. It's the most important work you will ever do. You are not just chasing goals. You are fundamentally redesigning who you are on an energetic and biological level. You are moving from a victim of your circumstances to the creator of your reality. So my invitation to you is this. Don't just let this be an interesting video you watched. Let this be the day you decide to stop trying so hard and start being so fully. Pick one of those 3 practices, the gratitude shift, mental rehearsal, or pattern interruption, and commit to it for just the next 7 days. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below right now and tell me which one you are committing to. By writing it down, you are making a contract with yourself and signaling to the universe that you are ready for a new reflection. Let's create a community of creators right here in this space. Thank you for spending this time with me. You have more power within you than you have ever been led to believe. Stop waiting for the world to change for you to feel good. Start feeling good and watch how the world rearranges itself around you. I believe in you. Now it's time for you to believe in you too.